Hello, my good friends. Welcome back to Yoga with Paige, and welcome to another Tutorial Tuesday. We are diving into Warrior 3 today, one of my favorite balance postures. It is included in a lot of my flows. I feel like it is a very transitional pose, and it adds in so much strength to the body. So that kind of leads us into all of the benefits that this posture has to offer, namely the strengthening of the entire lower body and the core. So the leg that we're standing on gets a ton of strength. The quadriceps, the hamstrings, the ankle through the foot. Also, the leg that is extended behind us as we're squeezing and active through the glutes and the thighs to keep the rotation of the hips squared and center. We're using the core a lot, so all of our abdominal organs get strengthened and toned, as well as aiding in the digestion process and building up some heat, some fire in the belly, leading to feelings of power, feelings of confidence, stability. This posture also, when we have our arms extended out in front, really strengthens the shoulders and the chest as we're staying nice and broad and lifted. So almost the entire body gets a nice balance of big strengthening in the muscles. As this posture is such a key balance, we use a lot of our concentration and our focus. So it is great for the mind to help kind of clear out the thoughts, leave us feeling calm and powerful as we are stabilizing ourselves through this balance posture. Really, really good for concentration and helping to gather clear thinking, clear thoughts, helping us focus. So before we jump into the alignment and I show you how this pose looks and feels, we would like to say that people who shouldn't practice this posture, anyone with high blood pressure, as the blood flow, the shocking increase of blood flow to the head would not be conducive to someone with high blood pressure, as well as anyone suffering from migraines. The blood flow and the way that we are looking down could cause some dizziness. So would not recommend if we are suffering from migraines or anything with the lower back or back pain. As we are tipping forward, we use a lot of strength in the back, and this would not be conducive for you as well. So if you would like to stand up, we will walk through some of the alignment for Warrior 3 right now. Standing at the top of the mat, making sure we have enough space in front, around the sides, and behind you. We begin to shift our weight, mostly to the left foot. So shift your weight, really ground down through that foot as we start to pick up this foot. We want to begin to straighten the leg and send it backwards. So we're slowly just shifting our weight here. If it helps to place your hands on the hips, as you begin to shift your weight, you're thinking of bringing the chest parallel towards the mat. So you're extending the leg behind, really engaging through the thighs, squeezing the glutes together. Our chest is nice and broad. We reach the hands forward, palms together, or we can release just having the palms face each other. Squeezing through the glutes, keeping the hips nice and square. This knee is pointing down towards the mat. Our standing foot, the toes are facing forward. And we hold, use your breath. If we want to balance out the other side, try it on the other foot. And we can always kind of notice maybe a little bit of a difference in our balance. Usually one side is easier than the other, comes more natural. So we want to think of squeezing everything, keeping a slight micro bend in this knee, trying not to lock it into place. Thinking of sending this back leg high. Now we can play with some fun little arm variations. So our traditional Warrior 3, we have our arms in front. We can always take the arms behind Hands to hips, hands to heart center. We can find eagle arms. This is a nice transition pose into eagle or out of eagle. We can have our leg bent in a sort of squat pose, which brings us into our Shiva squat. Little flow, we can tap the back leg and send it back. Little flow here with the breath, as well as our standing leg flow. So keeping this foot flexed, we'd sweep the leg in front, and then everything all together, kind of sweep the leg back as we drop the chest parallel. And then sweep it in front, making sure to flex the foot so you don't catch your toes on the mat there. Beautiful. We can also use this as a mobility challenge, taking our leg and trying to see how stable we can make this transition, rotating through the hip. Here are some cracks there. We have half warrior three if we just are working through this posture, trying to feel our balance. We don't go all the way forward. We just start to feel it here, trying to keep a nice long line from the arms to the back of the foot. And we have toppling tree pose where we overextend. We're not in a long line anymore, kind of facing down towards the mat. Airplane arms out by the sides. Hands clasped behind the back. And if we are looking for extra support, there aren't a ton of modifications for warrior three, but we can always use the wall or a chair or blocks to help us stabilize and transition in and out of the posture. So we can always place one of our feet on the wall here, helping you to understand what this posture is supposed to feel like in the body. We can always use blocks. Or if I had a chair that was the height that I'm looking for, we would want the top of the chair or wherever we can rest our arms to be about shoulder height. So we could rest kind of on a chair here, my pretend chair. Those are the basics, the fundamentals of warrior three pose. So I hope you enjoyed this quick little tutorial, and if you want to come play in some warrior three with me, I will link some classes down below and right up here. You can check those out and we can flow, play together. Otherwise, I will see you very soon on the mat, my good friend. Enjoy your day.